Am I the a-hole for reporting my professor after an uncomfortable incident? I'm a college student, and I recently started taking an elective class outside my major because it sounded interesting and might give me some useful skills. It's a small class, and the professor, Dr. H, he's probably in his late 40s or early 50s, seemed friendly and approachable at first. He has this laid-back teaching style and cracks a lot of jokes, so I thought he was just one of those professors who tries to make everyone feel comfortable. After the first few weeks, I noticed that he paid more attention to me compared to my classmates. He'd ask for my opinion a lot, even when I didn't volunteer it, and he started making comments like, "You've got such a bright future ahead of you," or, "You're way more mature than most people your age." At first, I thought he was just being encouraging, but then it started to feel off. One day, he stayed behind after class and told me he thought I had a lot of potential. He said he wanted to help me navigate my career path and suggested meeting for coffee to chat. I didn't think much of it because it sounded like he was offering mentorship, so I agreed. When we met up, things took a weird turn. Instead of focusing on career stuff, he started asking me personal questions about my relationships, if I was seeing anyone, and what type of people I'm attracted to. At one point, he even joked, "I bet you intimidate most guys around here." I felt awkward and tried to steer the conversation back to something more professional, but it didn't help. I ended the meeting as quickly as I could. The next week after class, he asked me to stay back again. He handed me a book he said would broaden my perspective and started complimenting me, saying things like, "You're really exceptional, and I'd love to help you achieve big things." While he was talking, he put his hand on my arm and then my shoulder. It was uncomfortable, but before I could react, he leaned in and tried to kiss me. I was so shocked that I instinctively stepped back and said, "What are you doing?" He immediately apologized and said he misread the situation. I left as fast as I could, but the whole experience left me shaken. After a lot of thinking and talking to a close friend, I decided to report him to the school administration. It felt awful because I didn't want to believe this had actually happened, and part of me worried that agreeing to coffee or not shutting down his earlier comments made it seem like I was okay with his behavior. But I knew that what he did was inappropriate and crossed a serious line. Now, the fallout has been rough. Word has somehow spread among my classmates, and I feel like I'm under constant scrutiny. A few people have suggested I overreacted, saying it was just a misunderstanding or a one-time mistake. Some have even said I might have ruined his career over something minor. I've started dreading going to that class because of how awkward and isolating it feels. Now I can't help but wonder, did I handle this the wrong way? Did I blow things out of proportion? Am I the asshole for reporting him?